What is going on, guys? Welcome to this new channel, Wrestle Wellbeing, where we'll be looking at my favorite thing, which is wrestling, but also mental health and how people can be helped, how people can get help when they need it, and also who they can reach out to in times of crises. At the end of the day, we're all human. At the end of the day, we all need to get help. Whenever you need it, it's always out there. There's always people you can talk to. There's your friends, there's family, there's co-workers, or sometimes it's even better off to speaking to a complete stranger. So I want to start this channel because I've been on my friend's channel quite a lot recently. Shout out to Liam on the Magic of Wrestling podcast. Massive shout out to Liam. Thank you so much, brother. I'm entirely in your debt. I want to also shout out my other friends, Haney, got Tiffany as well, got a couple of other guys, but if I list everybody, I'm going to be here all day. I want to keep this short and sweet intro because I want to get into the real part of the video. So the first part of this video is going to be a little bit of introduction about the channel, a little bit of intro about myself. I just want to put it out there. This is my first proper video that I'm putting out, so I'm a bit anxious. I am going to stutter over my words. I do apologise, but I'm quite nervous at the minute, so you'll all bear with me. So I started this channel with the hope that hopefully this will reach people that are suffering with anxiety or depression, or possibly both. I do myself. I struggle with mental health myself, with anxiety, depression, and also suicidal thoughts and anger issues. Been suffering with those problems for quite a number of years, and I found that talking to friends, family, and just people around me has made things a lot easier. I know that's easier said than done, and I know that that's easier coming from someone that's been there, done that. But if you are someone that needs help, you don't know who to turn to, there's plenty of avenues you can go down. For example, I'm part of a group in the UK that's called Andy's Man Club. It's a charity that is based on men getting together every Monday night, 7 while 9, just to talk about the feelings, talk about what's going off, any problems I've got to go on the chest, and things like that. There's also the Mind Charity, which I've also used in the past. That is pretty much for everybody. There's also Samaritans that you can use. I'll find their details. I'll put them in the description after this video. I'll also do the same with Andy's Man Club. Going back to my friend Liam with the Magic of Wrestling podcast, I'll put his channel in the link below in the description below. Go give Liam a subscribe, give him a like, give him a couple of shares on his videos. Really, really brilliant guy, Liam. He's helped me a lot with setting this up, getting things right, making sure that I'm doing things properly. And yeah, just overall brilliant guy. But as I say, in terms of mental health, if you are suffering, please, please, please get help. Talk to someone. It's better off verbalizing it, because if it stays in your head, there's only one person that's going to win in that battle, and that's the demon that's up here. And I don't think I'm the only one in saying that I don't want anyone else that I know to end their life because they can't carry on. Because at the end of the day, we're all meant to be here. So we're going to move on to the second part of this video, which I actually did this the other day on Liam's channel. So if you've already watched this, then if you want to stick around, I appreciate that. If you'd rather not, then that's absolutely fine. What I want to do for the next 10 weeks is I'm going to take a certain match in WWE history and I'm going to rewrite it. I just want to, I've always had this sort of want to rebook certain matches the way that I would book them, sort of thing, just to see how things would go and just see what the general reaction would be. If it's good, then I'll carry on. If it's generally bad, I'll still carry on. I'll just try and do it the way that I think is best. So I'm going to go to the main part of this story, which, as you can see by the title, is rewriting one of the matches that when I watched this, I was quite negative about this match, the way that one, it ended, and the two, the aftermath. So what I'm going to be covering today is rewriting WrestleMania 30, John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. So, WrestleMania 30, Mercedes-Benz Superdome, New Orleans, Louisiana. The build-up to this match remains largely the same. You have Bray Wyatt and his family, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, that have been targeting John Cena, preaching a message of breaking free from the chains of heroism and embracing a more primal, truthful self. Bray has used cryptic promos, unsettling imagery, and psychological tactics to get under Cena's skin, questioning his legacy and the supposed hustle, loyalty, respect mantra. Before the match even starts, Bray drops to his knees, says, "Show them who you are, John. Show them who you are." The atmosphere is electric, but there's also an undercurrent of unease due to Wyatt's presence. Once Bray has done this to try and psychologically damage John even further, the match starts as a typical John Cena encounter. Strong offense, signature moves, and a defiant attitude. However, Wyatt's resilience and unsettling demeanor begins to chip away at Cena's confidence, hitting a very early Sister Abigail for a very, very close 2 count. As soon as that happens, Bray springs up, puts his arms out, and the crowd sing along. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. This just breaks Cena even further. You can see that Cena's positive attitude is fading. You can see the fire in his eyes is diminished. With some early psychological tactics, Wyatt uses subtle taunts, whispers, and unsettling laughter that seem to affect John more than usual. With this, Cena can be pounding away on Wyatt, beating him until his fist hurt in the corner. As soon as Cena turns his back, all he hears is Wyatt laughing. The laughter of Wyatt sends chills down Cena's spine. He looks back, and Bray is sprung on the rope, leaning back into what we usually see from Bray. That is also frightening and also just completely and utterly baffling for him to do. Cena avoids direct, prolonged eye contact, creating a sense of unease. Harper and Rowan lurk at ringside. However, they do not attack Cena. Their presence is a constant distraction enough. Cena's growing frustration in the match, with Cena's usual fire seemingly slightly dimmed. It becomes visibly frustrated by Wyatt's ability to withstand his offense and the constant mental pressure. He starts making uncharacteristic mistakes, showing glimpses of doubt. For example, Cena goes for a 5-knuckle shuffle. As he bounces back off the rope, goes to drop the fist, looks round quickly, and then realizes what he's doing. Goes to drop the fist. Wyatt comes from underneath him, snatches him, and plants him with a uranagi. And Wyatt just puts his arms out again and conducts the orchestra. He's got the whole world in his hands, and so on. Wyatt now has some calculated offense. Wyatt's offense is methodical and impactful, but it's interspersed with moments of unsettling stillness and cryptic pronouncements. He targets Cena's mind as much as his body. So Wyatt just keeps laughing in Cena's face. Another time that Cena runs the ropes for a 5-knuckle shuffle, Bray Wyatt does the spider taunt, and it just completely baffles Cena. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know where to look. He looks at Wyatt. He's scared. Looks to his right. There's Rowan. Looks to his left. There's Happy. They've surrounded him. He's surrounded. Has nowhere to go. And the crowd won't give him anything. All you hear is the song. He's got the whole world in his hands. As Cena attempts to come back, Harper and Rowan become more directly involved, distracting the referee's attention. During the chaos, Bray manages to gain a significant advantage, perhaps using a weapon subtly or hitting a devastating unconventional move, such as he hits an attitude adjustment on Cena, tries to pin him with his own move, more psychological warfare. Wyatt gets him up, plants him with an AA, pins him 1, 2, just kicks out at 2.99. Cena is in trouble. The seeds of doubt start to take root with Cena. Instead of his usual resilience, Cena starts to show genuine fear and confusion. Wyatt's words and the unsettling atmosphere seem to be penetrating his normally impenetrable resolve. There's a significant loss of resolve in Cena. He just can't seem to get into the match whatsoever. So now we get to the ending of the match. Cena finds himself in a vulnerable position. Wyatt, instead of going for a straightforward pin immediately, leans in close and whispers something intensely personal and challenging to Cena. The cameras can't pick it up, but all they do is focus on Cena's face, start to show a conflict of emotions, fear, confusion, and a flicker of something else, possibly curiosity. Is Bray's words getting to Cena? Is Cena thinking that Bray might be right? We don't know. In a shocking turn, as Wyatt goes for Sister Abigail, Cena doesn't fight it with his usual ferocity. Instead, his eyes seem to glaze over. He almost allows Wyatt to hit the move. The impact is brutal, possibly dropping Cena on the top of his head. The crowd gasp, thinking, "Oh, there's something that was unreal." Cena stays down, doesn't stir, doesn't get back up, and all Bray does is kneel before him, saying, "You're nothing to them, Cena. I've taken everything from you." Wyatt then goes out to the ringside, pulls in a steel chair, throws it in the ring, throws it to Cena, gets back into the ring, picks Cena up, puts him into the turnbuckle, gives him the chair, leans in front of him and says, "Show them who you really are, John. Show them who you are." Cena stirs and finally wakes, grabs the chair, looks at Wyatt, and you can see that Cena wants to do it. You can see the resolve in Cena dwindling. You can see the heroism in Cena fading. Is Cena going to give in to the hate? Is Cena going to do what Wyatt wants him to do and show the crowd who he really is? But Cena hesitates for a slight second as he runs towards Wyatt with the chair. Wyatt grabs him with a uranagi, plants him again, picks him back up. Sister Abigail picks him up again. Second Sister Abigail picks him up a third time, and this time kisses Cena's head and then does the Sister Abigail. Crawls to the pin. The referee counts 1, 2. The crowd expects Cena to kick out. It doesn't. 3. Bray Wyatt has beaten John Cena at WrestleMania. Bray Wyatt has taken Cena's legacy away from him. The crowd is in shock. The crowd is stunned. As Wyatt and his family celebrate, Cena slowly begins to stir. However, his demeanor has changed. The fire in his eyes is gone, replaced by a distant, almost vacant stare. He doesn't argue with the referee or show his usual disappointment. Instead, he looks towards Wyatt with a strange, almost understanding expression. Cena slowly rises to his feet. And instead of leaving the ring, he looks around at the audience, who are still in shock. He then turns back to Wyatt. A faint, unsettling smile playing on his lips. He doesn't attack Bray. He doesn't attack Rowan. Doesn't attack Harper. Instead, offers a slow, deliberate nod of acknowledgement, possibly an acceptance. Is he buying into what Bray's been selling? Has he finally realised that Bray is right all along? We don't know. Wyatt looks back, a knowing glint in his eye. He extends a hand towards Cena. After a moment of hesitation, Cena reaches out and takes it. This handshake is not out of respect, though. It's almost a strange, almost disturbing understanding. A silent agreement of, I get what you're saying. I understand. And I understand what you've been meaning. As Wyatt and his family leave the ring, Cena remains looking lost in thought. A subtle but significant shift in his posture and expression. The aura of unwavering heroism is gone, replaced by something more ambiguous, something wilder. The seeds of hate have been planted. Now, the way that I would finish this is that I would go into the Brock Lesnar Undertaker match, which we know happens directly after this match. Cena leaves. The lights go out. Lights come back up. Wyatt and Harper and Rowan have gone. There's only Bray's chair at the bottom of the ramp with the lantern inside, with the lantern on top. Fast forward to the Taker Lesnar match, and it's more of a compelling match. Taker is able to stand up to Lesnar. He's able to keep fighting. He's able to keep up with the Beast, not giving him subtle jabs where he can, targeting in his kidney area, targeting his ribs, fighting for as much as he can, until Brock hits a second F5. He's already hit one at the start of the match. That knocked Taker for 6. Taker's tried everything. He's done a choke slam, nothing. He's done a last ride, tried to pull that one out of the bag. It didn't work. Did old school. Brock just laughed in his face. So you can see that the effects of time are affecting Undertaker. End of the day, he's just a man. He's still a man, and he's in the ring with a beast. Brock is licking his chops. He knows he's in for the kill. Until he goes for a third F5. Picks up Taker, and Taker isn't concussed at this point because that just ruined the match. As Lesnar picks up Taker for a third F5, Undertaker, if you want, rakes at Brock's eyes and slips down the back. As he does this, Taker grabs him for a chokeslam, lifts him up, slams him down. Both Brock and Taker are down. The lights go out. The lights come back up. The referee is nowhere to be seen. The referee's gone. The lights go back down again. Comes back up. Brock Lesnar is in the middle of the ring after a couple of minutes that the lights didn't come back up. Lights go back down again. Come back up. Bray Wyatt is sat in his chair with the lantern in hand, with both Eric Rowan and Luke Harper stood by his side. Taker rolls over to Lesnar. Out comes another referee. Counts the pin. 1, 2, 3. Taker wins. But he needed help. As Taker rolls out the ring, Bray gestures to Harper and Rowan, get him. Both Eric Rowan and Luke Harper attack The Undertaker, knock him down, beat him down, throw him into the steel steps, throw him into the barricade, throw him into the ring apron, hitting numerous moves against him, beating him down so that he can show, so Wyatt can show that the Undertaker is still just human. They pick him up, drag him over to Bray. Bray grabs Taker by the face and says, I am the one that will take everything from you. I am the one that will kill The Undertaker. I am the one who is the new face of fear. We don't put it on a microphone. It's from the microphone on the cameras, but everyone can hear him. The lights go down. Lights come back up. There's just Brock and the referee in the ring. That is all. And that is how I would rewrite Cena versus Bray at WrestleMania 30. The reason why I think that this is a better option is because a clean, decisive victory over Cena at Mania would have been a monumental moment for Bray's character. Instead of the usual Cena overcomes adversity narrative as well, this allows a darker, more complex storyline where his unwavering beliefs are challenged and potentially broken. Embracing the hate suggests a shedding of his established persona for something more unpredictable and perhaps even aligning with Wyatt's chaotic world. He doesn't join the Wyatts. We don't want to see John Cena with a beard. We might do, but I don't, personally. If you do, fair enough. That's entirely up to you. With long-term story potential, this ending opens up numerous possibilities for Cena's future character arc. Would he become an ally of Wyatt? Possibly. If you want him to join the Wyatts, he can do, because then that is another powerful figure in the Wyatt family. A corrupted version of Cena, which we now see in today's WWE. Someone struggling with a newfound inner darkness. That could be another way for Cena to do it. But that is how I would book Cena versus Wyatt at WrestleMania 30. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you could do me a massive honor and subscribe to this channel. It's my first live stream, so I do apologize if I have stuttered over my words and what have you. If you could give this video a like, that'd be much appreciated. If you can share with your friends as well, I really appreciate that. One last word before I go, guys. If you are struggling with mental health, I do honestly hope that you will find help, because at the end of the day, we're all human. It's what we all need. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. You're not going to be seen as lesser. You're not going to be vilified for it or anything like that. The best thing you can do for yourself and your family and your friends is get help, even if that's just talking to people. You find that talking to people will make you feel better. It also makes them feel better because they know that you're going through some stuff. That's all for me today, guys. My next video is going to be next week, in which I'm going to be rewriting, following on from this, WrestleMania 31, Bray Wyatt versus The Undertaker. I hope you'll join me then. Until then, guys, really appreciate everyone that's come onto this live stream, onto this video. Let me know in the comments if there's any matches that you want me to rebook. Thanks, guys. See you later.